Good morning. Anyone who watched my videos on the trail ride knows that it is noisy. We're going to try some solutions to cut that wind noise. There's 4 of them. First, we're going to try running it without any protection, just the GoPro itself. The speaker is right about there, the microphone. Second, simple answer, we're going to try to tape over the microphone hole with a little electrical tape. Third, we are going to try to use this microphone. I have to plug it into the GoPro and figure some way to wire it to me. And final, we're going to take my diving housing, my waterproof housing, and we're going to put the GoPro in that. The GoPro sits right on top of my helmet. Nothing fancy, just a plain little mount for GoPro. Okay, this is test number 1. We're doing about 10 miles an hour and we're just riding down the street. Should give us a baseline for our noise. We're going to loop up here and boost the speed to 15 miles an hour on the way back. Turning now. Okay, we're back in the garage. We're going to take the tape, pair of scissors, and we're just going to cut it and stick it on the top of the GoPro. Okay, we have the tape, and we're going to put it right here on the top. That will cover the microphone. Okay, start test 2, 10 miles an hour. Turn and accelerate to 15 miles an hour. End of test 2. As I was compiling the video, it struck me that maybe the wind noise was coming from the fairing itself, or this housing. So I decided to take it off and put the tape directly over the microphone port. And then rerun it with the housing. So this is going to be a repeat of the tape test. And here's the helmet mounted again. And the tape is on the inside. Okay, this is our test number 2 rerun. This is with tape under the housing. We can already hear how the echo is. This is not going to work. 3, we have to actually pull a little panel and attach cords and cables. That's the panel right in there. Okay, we have the microphone attached. We're going to clip it to my shirt and we're going to run another test. Okay, let's begin test 3. We're at 10 miles an hour. Time for the loop. And accelerate up to 15 miles an hour. We're at 15. We're just running constant. I am curious about the microphone, how much noise it will pick up. I can hear quite a bit of noise in my ears as far as wind goes. Test done. This leaves us to one last test, and that's putting the camera inside the dive housing. Okay, the camera is taken down to its bare size. We set it inside the housing. And close it and reattach it. And this is what we have. Quite functional. Don't know how sound will come through to it. There is no external way to attach a microphone with the housing. Test 4. It's our final test. We're at 10 miles an hour, more or less. We're close. The camera is recording through the housing. I am talking, so we'll see if you can hear the voice. Kind of scary to look down. We're making the turn. Increasing assistance. Moving up to 15 miles an hour. I can hear the wind. That concludes the test. So after all of that, what did we learn? The microphone is the really only valid option for this. If we drive slow, running it bare with no protection of any kind isn't bad below 10 miles an hour. Our next trip, we're going to wire up, use a microphone, and we'll see how it works out. We'll see you then.